Good morning. Wanted to hop on. I'm outside once again, just looking at the beauty of the splendor of the Lord and all that He's doing in His creation as the sun is rising. Really pretty out here in the country. I wanted to share you have to practice what you preach. Yesterday, I made a video about staying true to you and making sure that when people come to us sideways, that we don't go and return that to them. And if we do return that behavior to them, then that's pretty much who we are in that moment. But yesterday, I went to get an oil change and left the place, thought everything was okay. It did take a bit longer. I know two cars pulled in, one pulled in right with me, and then she left, and then another car pulled in, she left, and I was still there getting the oil change. This is supposed to be one of those quick places. I was like, man, they're taking a bit longer, but it's okay. So I leave and I'm heading down the road, and all my lights on the tire for the tire pressure show up. And I'm thinking, what in the world? What in the world? So I was like, oh, there's another one about 5 miles away, and I was already halfway gone. So I just kept going and went to the other location, only to find out that they marked that they had checked my tires and set them at 32. But when the other place, which is the exact same place, checked my tires, they were not at 32. One tire was at 25, and um, the other ones were at, two of them were at 32, and the other one I'm not sure. And I said, wow, they scanned, they did all the things, they did their Bay 1 checks, and my tires were supposed to be set at 35. One tire was 25, two tires were 32. And so that caused an alarm to show up on my car saying tire pressure is low, tire pressure is low. Why am I saying all this? I called them back, was very nice to the lady in customer service. She ended up sending me a discount. Now, my oil change is not your typical $59 oil change. My oil change can be anywhere from 200 or better, just depending on where I go. So she sent me a discount for half off the next time I go. And she was like, thank you, ma'am, for being so kind, even though this was a major issue, because it's obvious that they did not read your car right and they did not do what they checked off that they did. And I said, wow, I had to practice what I preached. Because if I'd have called back and was rude and disrespectful and whatever, then that would have been who I was in that moment. But instead, I was like, this lady didn't do anything. And yes, I was a bit elevated because I was like, you're putting me in harm's way. My tires are not where they're supposed to be. And now I've got to make an extra stop. So now I'm late for where I was going when I was had plenty of time to get there if I hadn't have had to make that extra stop. But the moral of the story is be true to you. Stop and think for a moment. Check your heart posture, see where you are. And if you're in a good place, then you're going to see good stuff happen. You're going to see good stuff manifest in your life. But if your heart is not in a good place, it's going to be negativity, it's going to be evil, it's going to be ugly, rude stuff showing up because you're going to attract that stuff. The Bible talks about reaping and sowing. So, what are you sowing? Are you sowing discord? Are you sowing disrespect? Are you sowing a rude attitude? Maybe what we're receiving is what we're putting out. So I just wanted to hop on and share that we literally have to practice what we preach. And I did that video, and then right the same day, shortly after, I had to deal with the who are you? So that's the question for the day. Who are you? And you'll understand who you are by how you respond or react to things that show up today. Selah. I wish you much love, peace, and authentic joy. You guys take care.